And here's the next. Okay, I'm not going to mute you guys, but I'll just read it with me. So there is this wonderful young lady, okay, from Atlanta. Porche Watkins is her name. And she also made it to with Alex Bitter. And she says she's a medical student. Okay, my hat's off. We need more doctors. My daughter is starting med school next year, so kudos to my daughter. I don't
Congrats.
know how much that's gonna fucking cost me, but what the hell? Um, uh, so she goes, I drive for Uber and Lyft as a medical student. It's not the profitable side hustle I expect it to be. Porche, you are not watching Show Me the Money Club. That's one of the reasons, first of all. Okay. But again, this is the second driver. My hat's off to you, Porche, because you're going to med school. There's no shame in driving Uber and Lyft. And there's a stigma attached to driving Uber and Lyft because a lot of passengers that get in our cars, like if you got in her car in Atlanta, she's going to be a doctor, bro. And she's supporting herself by driving Uber Lyft. That's the good part about Uber and Lyft. There are a lot of folks like her that do drive and earn something. Obviously, she's not doing it the right way to complain about it. If she did it our way, I think she would make more money. Uber and Lyft, other apps market themselves as ideal side hustles. I think they are. I honestly think they perfectly are side hustles and good part-time gigs. One driver said the work hasn't fit well with her schedule. Well, that's a different story, obviously, because you're a medical student. And your driver has looked at other gigs, such as substitute teaching, to make more money. Okay, cool. So what do you guys say about Porche? And I think it's commendable that she's going to med school and also driving Uber and Lyft.
I think for sure she knows exactly that what we saw, and I've saw this for 10 years, Sergio, and you have too, that this is a great way to earn. Any businessman puts his business hat on, can figure this out when he starts to do it. And if he don't put his business hat on, that means he's choosing to be an ant and not figure it out and do whatever he sees in front of him. That's what I mean by, if this girl's a doctor, she's figured it out, and she's also figured out she's not making the money that she should make by doing the job that she's getting paid, should be getting paid for. And that's the game of the whole thing of the rideshare industry is let's gamify everything every moment and keep them confused before we let the whole world know that we're taking most of the money.
I agree. What do you say, Mohammed? I commend her for going to school and driving Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, that's great. That she's trying to make extra money for her medical school. I
Yeah.
mean, I know that the pay is not the same; it's lower. Is she driving like busy hours, or if
Well,
she?
she's going to med school. I mean, so she's probably driving when she can, probably. But the commendable part is that she's actually doing it, as opposed
Yeah,
to
that's
sitting there and complaining about it, right? So Porche, if you do watch this at all, actually, I can get your contact from Alex. I will get in touch with you, and we should do it behind the wheel with you. Not only that, but what we should do is we should teach you how to drive so you can make your money. In fact, folks, here's a fact. This is a fact. I interviewed on Behind the Wheel a young lady from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania called Lindsay Stamp. She has a W-2. She works for an insurance company, but at her spare time, 2-3 hours a day, on weekends and almost daily, she drives Uber and Lyft. Actually, she was only driving Uber. I said, get on Lyft as well. So I interviewed her. What she does with that money that she makes on Uber and Lyft? She stacks Bitcoin. Every single penny she earns on Uber and Lyft, because her living is paid by her W-2. But what she does is with every dollar she makes, she buys Bitcoin. So I told her, I gave her a few tips. Guess what, guys? Her earning, and she said, I thought I was supposed to accept every chip, every offer. I go, are you out of your mind? No wonder you're not making any money. So I told her how to cherry pick. I taught her a few tricks. Her earnings have increased 45 to 60% by her cherry picking. How about that?
One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
Absolutely. And I'm glad she learned
great.
how to do it, Sergio. And I wish we could do something like an infomercial late night to put around the world. That's the only way we're going to show all the masses that you got to cherry pick to earn and not just do these $2 trips and tell these companies that, look, stop doing this. And I call it the Suge Knight theory. You know, it was that whole thing about Suge Knight, and that's a crazy gangster guy. He's in jail now, but
Yeah.
he would go to different sites and everybody would feel pressure to do things. Only time they ever get pressure, Sergio, is when they know they gotta get these people moved, which is at NFL games right now, which is at the airports around the world. They can't play the game and give these little 50 cent a mile trips. They have to do it to move people. That's the press the issues thing. We can't press the issues in no cities because they get to throw out any willy-nilly number and anybody grabs it because they're hungry these days.
Yep, I agree with Mr. Gambit. Mr. Gambit is the sniper extraordinaire in Los Angeles. He is the top sniper in the city. So we have one more co-host. We have 4. I don't know how many we can have on, but I don't give a shit today, honestly. We're going to do this together. I appreciate you guys doing it with me because I didn't feel like doing it by myself. So Sabin, I know is from New York. Yes?
Yep. You guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So welcome to the job of co-hosting Show Me the Money, episode 185. 185. Chris, I know you're not watching this, but I'm sure you're going to watch the replay. I think this is a fucking good format. I think we'll just put the drivers on and we'll just go have some apple juice and then they can do whatever the heck they want. I think it's pretty good. I think we'll just let the prisoners run the asylum.
You know, this is what's good about it. When the community gets together and drivers like-minded understand what we're all going through. And this is our actual therapy moment, guys, every Tuesday of learning how to make money. So show up on Tuesday, guys, and learn how.
No, you know what? Seriously, Business Insider is doing an exclusive on yours truly. And we did the interviews last couple of days, and that's exactly what I said. You know, my thought process when we started this was, if you build it, they will come. And we built it, and you guys showed up in numbers, massive numbers. And, you know, Rideshare Guy YouTube channel had 102,000 subscribers when Show Me the Money started. We just hit 228,000 in 3 years and a few months. So the growth has been there. The reason is you guys are listening, and we're listening to you, and we're trying to do the work. It's not easy, but, you know, anyway, thank you, folks. Thank you for watching us. Thank you.
Sergio,
yeah.
I think what happens is a lot of the newbies, they sign up. I don't know if they sign up with a referral person.
There's no more referral. There's no more referral. Why that? Mohammed, put your phone up a little bit so we can see your pretty face because your head is cut off.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I have a.
Oh, come on. You got to be professional if you're going to host this.
I know that, but I wasn't expecting Kiran.
Sabin, what's going on in New York? You guys are both in the car driving. Please drive carefully, okay? Please.
I'll tell you, Sergio. If you do it this format, you put it in your car. We drive around on Saturday nights of New Year, or catch it on a New Year's Eve and drive around in different sectors of the city live and stream. I bet it would be fun.
I actually thought about that the other day. I was like, you know what? I want to do like a 24-hour marathon. Show me the money.
Right.
You know, get loaded up with a whole bunch of apple juice and go nuts on YouTube. And then YouTube will delete the channel. That's what it was. Anyway, Sabin, what's going on?
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.